Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and in this video we'll be taking a look at the high-grade Gundam Lfrith pre-production model. So yeah, this kit has been in my backlog for the past 6 months, just the same amount of time frame since my last upload. And yeah, I thought it would be nice to take a look at the PBANDAI kit since it's been so long since I've reviewed a Gundam model kit in quite some time actually. So yeah, I thought this was the perfect kit to take a look into. And also, fun fact, this is my 200th Gunpla that I'm going to be building. So yeah, it's pretty fun. And you're probably wondering, why am I not reviewing something like the Vidar or something like that? But I've already built the Vidar, but maybe I'll take a look at it again since I really want to do the unboxing as well. But yeah, I'll take a look at it again and see if I can take out a format for the Vidar as well. So in the meantime, let's take a look at the Gundam Lfrith. So this is the pre-production model, as I've said earlier. It's from the prologue. I think this is a pretty cool model just in general because it shows the prototype Lfrith type of style, which is I really like. I'm more of like a mass-produced Lfrith. So it'll be pretty interesting to take a look at this. So let's get this box cracked open real quick. So we are greeted by several different bags right here. We have 3 different bags, and also, surprisingly, a manual that actually has this typical Witch from Mercury style with the colored page right here in the front, and also a colored back right here. Usually PBANDAI doesn't do this that often. Usually it's just either black and white, but that's mainly because it's a rehashed kit. But this is not a rehashed kit. Well, it kinda is because it's using some parts from the Lfrith. But yeah, it's quite interesting that they have a full printed colored version of it. Here is the first page, the first few pages of it. Typical Witch from Mercury style, where you have colored indicators right here, which is very nice. And here are some of the poses that you can do, and also the painting guide. So let's take a look at all of these plastic bags real quick. Let's cut straight into opening these bags, and I'll show you the runners one by one. Okay, so here are all of the runners that we get from the 3 bags that I opened just earlier. So I've arranged this in alphabetical order. So let's take a look at our first runner here. Let me just take this away first for a bit, just so it focuses a bit better. So here is our first runner, which is a multicolored runner with the white parts, some green parts right here, and also the effects and the clear parts. So that's quite nice. And yeah, I do have to mention before we go further that we do not have a molded part for the gun bits, gun notes. I forgot what it's called actually. It's been so long since I've reviewed the Witch from Mercury series, but it actually says right here it's a shell unit. So yeah, for our shell unit, it does not have molded parts, so we have to use the sticker. So this is basically like the Lfrith or the Lfrith Thorn. So that's quite interesting that we do not get a molded part. And here is our B runner, which is mostly just most of the frames and some of the joints here in this nice gray color. It looks a bit brighter on camera, but in real life it's a bit darker and a bit more gunmetal color, which is really nice. And here is some of our armor piece, which is in C, which is a bit of teal colored. I think this will look better when we get to the review, because I'm using, usually, if you guys don't know, I'm using a webcam camera here, so it does not pick up the color that well here. But for the review, I use a different camera, so yeah, you will see how this color would look like later when it's fully built. And here in D, we also have more of these parts of this teal colored, which is quite nice. It's a bit more muted in real life as well. It looks a bit green in the camera, but it's a bit bluer in real life, so it's quite cool. And here we also have some bits, the bits part right here, which is quite nice. We also have some parts for this is the new parts, I'm assuming, which it is. Yeah, it says it's the pre-production model, so this is new for this kit. We also have a copy of this one right here, only some parts of it though. And finally, we have the G runner right here, which is also for the new mold right here, which also has this cool gunmetal color. We also have this yellowish. I'm not sure what color this is actually. It's a bit more like the Demi Trainer. I'm pretty sure the Choo-Choo's Demi Trainer. It's a bit of that yellow, which is quite interesting. And we also have some white parts right here, so that's quite nice. And that's all of the runners that we get here. So I'm going to take a look once again which runners actually are recycled from the Lfrith. So actually this D runner right here is recycled from the Lfrith. It is labeled Lfrith here, so that's quite interesting. Yeah, in the top right here, it literally says Gundam Lfrith, so that's quite nice that they have several reused parts. Here is also some of the reused parts as well. And in this one, it just says the Witch from Mercury frame. Actually, I'm not sure what other kits use this. I think it might be like the Aerial actually. I don't really remember because it's been quite some time since I built a Wishbone Mercury kit, so that's quite interesting that we have several repeats here. And also this one is, I'm not too sure what this says, but I think this is also a reused part from the Lfrith, judging from the effect alone. So that's quite interesting that we have several repeats here and several new parts, which is basically half of the entire kit. So that's quite nice. Let's take a look at the kit later on. And yeah, I guess that's all for this unboxing part. It's quite simple. We only have 3 bags and several runners. That's not that much. We'll take a look at this kit, and yeah, I will see you guys in the review portion of this video. Enjoy the time-lapse as usual. And actually, before we start the time-lapse, I forgot to mention that we have some stickers here. So yeah, a lot of stickers. We'll see where this goes. Optional shell unit, and also some color correcting stickers here, which is not that big, which is a good sign. So yeah, let's take a look at how good these stickers are later on in the review portion. And yeah, I guess that's all finally. So yeah, let's I'll see you guys in the time lapse. I'll see you guys in the review portion, and enjoy the time lapse. So here is the final build of the Lfrith pre-production, and I must say this kit is as amazing as expected, just because I've actually already reviewed the Lfrith before, and this is essentially just a slightly modified version of the Lfrith. Well, technically, if we're talking about lore, it's actually the predecessor of the Lfrith that we've reviewed in this channel. And yeah, overall, this is a pretty amazing PBANDAI kit for something like this. And I really do wish this wasn't PBANDAI, so it's a bit more easier, so I can get at least like 2 of these, because this kit is actually pretty cool, and I just wish it was not PBANDAI. But yeah, and yeah, but one thing that I kind of don't like is it's a bit hard to balance it. So right now I have it in an action base 6 right here, one of these bases right here, these bases. And yeah, it can stand well without a base, but you just have to do a bit of a way of just balancing it. So yeah, I just prefer to use a small base like this, which doesn't take up that much space, but it helps hold up the heavy backpack right here. So yeah, much of the weight of this model kit is on its backpack, so if we just lift it off and just put it like this, it will not suffer from any weight issue, and you can pose it no problem. But yeah, it's just the backpack that it's really heavy, so yeah, that's something to consider. So yeah, let's take a look into the kit itself. Here, let's just pop up this weapon first for 1 sec. So here is the kit in all of its glory. So I decided to use the shell unit in its activated mode right here, if you can see it right here. And yeah, I did use the sticker right here. So for all of the stickers I've used basically everything from the lenses right here, and also the color correcting stickers. Those go right here on the knees. So it's basically the same thing like the Lfrith actually. So they have a sticker here on the Lfrith with a pink sticker, if I remember correctly. And yeah, it's basically in the same position. And besides that, there's no other color correcting stuff that's done in this kit that is done via sticker. But however, I did some painting right here, down here on the feet, right here on this grill part. It's supposed to be just in blue, but I decided to paint it using some Gundam marker right here, the Gundam marker Seed Gray. I'm not sure if it's sold in as it is. I think it should be sold as it is, but I bought a set of it with the other seed kits. So this came in handy, and I painted the back of yours to make it color accurate, just like in the manual. So yeah, that's basically all I did with this kit. So let's take a look at the articulation. And everything is, to be fair, is as expected from the Lfrith. You can move it up and down like this, left and right, and so. And it's a bit restricted on the neck, but I'm pretty sure you can move it. It's stuck in an awkward position, so I can't really move it. So yeah, you can really move this joint right here, this neck joint here, but it's a bit hard, so I'm not gonna move that. So you can move it like that. You can see a bit of movement right here on the neck, so that's quite nice, just like the Lfrith. And actually, fun fact, this chest unit is actually basically half of it is the Lfrith. The Lfrith, when I say Lfrith, I meant the first Gundam Lfrith set that came out, not this PBANDAI set. So just to keep that straight, I'm just gonna call this the pre-production version. So yeah, half of the front of this Lfrith is actually made out of the original Lfrith, and some of them are made from new parts. So that's essentially what happens. So the articulation on the chest goes like this. The arms can go like this, a good solid bend right there. Can swing forward and backwards via the white piece here in the chest. so that's quite nice. Can lift up this this shoulder arm right here, which is quite nice as well. And as for the feet, it has basically a really good range because we do not have a front skirt or a side skirt. So that's quite nice. Oops, I popped it off. So that's quite nice for the feet motion. And for the legs, it can bend quite well right here. This leg part, this foot piece can also swivel left to right, a bit forward and upwards right here, which is quite nice. The back section, I think you can move it like this in a circular motion, so you can do a 360 there. That's quite nice. The thrusters are just stuck in place. It moves when it moves with the armor, which is quite cool. And also the shoulder pad here can be moved up and down. So that's basically mostly it for the articulation. There's nothing too much to say about this. It's quite a simple kit. And it's quite nice construction-wise. Solid as usual, as all Witch from Mercury kits tend to be. And here, let's take a look at this thing, which is the backpack, which is the heaviest part of the kit. And this actually could open just like this, where you can see the small bits here, which I'm not too sure actually what these are called. Let me grab the manual 1 second. Okay, so in the manual, it says that these are the chelonians. I'm not sure how you say that, but it's part of the gun bits right here. So that's quite nice. This tray opens up just like so. Like that earlier, yeah. Yeah, assembling this was actually quite a pain, so I don't know why it's a bit annoying to open sometimes. So that's the other side, so you can open it up and down right like this. Close it like that. And yeah, there you go. This joint is a bit awkward, so it's a bit hard sometimes to do it right there. You can also do it on the other side right here. Open it like that. And take out the bits as so. There's a ball joint right here, so you can do it as long as you don't do it too much because it will pop the ball joint. There's also another swivel right here motion right there, and that's basically about it for the backpack. There's nothing much happening here. And also we do not have a beam saber, so that's quite interesting. I mean, that's just because of the lore stuff, I guess. So there is a reason why we did not get a beam rifle. So let me just pop this back in here again, and I will show you again the rest of the stuff that we get in this kit. So this is also the beam rifle. The beam rifle is surprisingly really simple. It's only made out of two pieces that is just sandwiched together, and we also have several lens stickers here. Oops, I accidentally do that. So yeah, there are several stickers down here for the scope, and also there's one sticker down here. So overall, this beam rifle is actually quite nice. I actually prefer this over the Lfrith, the standard Lfrith beam rifle. So that's quite cool. It's a bit longer and it's a bit nicer. So that's quite nice. And as for the extra parts that we get here, the one that is actually meant for the mobile suit is these parts right here. This is for when it's deployed. You can put it on a base, which is shown right here. You can use it with the Witch from Mercury base, which I also have, which we'll try that out later when we get into the part of showcasing the kit in a pose. So yeah, you get 5 of these. So that's quite nice. Actually 6. I missed one of them right here. So yeah, you get 6 of these. And for the extra bits that are not from this specific Lfrith model are these beam saber effects from the old beam rifle. Yeah, the beam rifle from the Lfrith. And then we have several different parts from the Lfrith, like this head right here. So if you need something, you broke the V-fin or something, you can use it from this kit, which is nice. You just have to repaint it. And then we have this chest piece right here, which is replaced with the new chest piece for this pre-production model. I'm sorry, I'm rolling my tongue right now. It's been so long since I've spoken for a review. And this is also the head part right here, which is changed or modified to become this new part, which is not that different actually. So I'm quite confused why it's a whole completely different part. But yeah, there is a reason why they don't use this. This is for the standard Lfrith. And yeah, that's basically it. This kit doesn't have that much things to do with it, but the accessories and how it builds up is very nice, just like how all Witch from Mercury kits tend to be. And yeah, I guess that's all for this review. There's nothing much to say. If you've watched a lot of my Witch from Mercury reviews, it's basically the same thing. This kit is amazing, but yeah, it sucks that it's PBANDAI because it's gonna be harder to get this kit and also way more expensive than what it's supposed to be, because I feel like this kit does not have that much. It actually took me like a bit less than 2 hours to finish this. So yeah, it's actually quite a fast build, and yeah, I don't think I paid quite a bit for this actually, so yeah, I don't think it's, if you can get this for cheaper, that would be better. But yeah, it's a PBANDAI kit, which kind of sucks, but hey, it's still an amazing kit, and I think you should probably check this out if you have the budget for this kit. So yeah, I guess that's all for this review. And actually, since I'm trying to put some new scoring system for my kits. So I'll probably have a picture of it right here, somewhere right here in this video. And that is the score that I'm going to give this kit. And yeah, if you want to check out the list of Gunplas I've made and also the small reviews I did, just like that picture right there, I will link my Notion down there because I put all of my kits in a database in Notion, and you can click one of the kits that I've scored. And yeah, I guess that's all for this review. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to do more videos with the new format right here with the scoring format, because that'll be interesting to see how kits put up against each other. So yeah, I guess that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed my first video back in a long time, and I will see you in the next video, and enjoy the spin.